Let's be honest, shopping at Costco used to feel like your secret weapon. You got more for less, stocked up on essentials, and skipped the constant price markups other stores throw at you. But those days, they're starting to shift. More shoppers are turning to warehouse clubs like Costco for everyday groceries, not just party snacks or electronics. That extra demand means more competition and rising prices across the board. Now add in global tariffs, shipping delays, and shrinking supply chains, and you've got a perfect storm. Even Costco can't hold prices down forever. But here's the good news. You still have a window to shop smart. Today, I'm breaking down 10 everyday grocery items at Costco that are getting more expensive fast. I'll show you what to grab now, how to store it, and how to stretch your dollar before the shelves or prices shift again. And stick around till number 1. It's already jumped over 15% and it's not slowing down. Before we dive in, tap that subscribe button so you never miss another smart savings tip. You'll stay a step ahead, while everyone else scrambles to catch up. Number 10. Croissants. There's something oddly comforting about Costco's croissants. Buttery, flaky, and just fancy enough to elevate your morning routine. Whether it's for a breakfast sandwich or a quick brunch upgrade, they've become a low-key staple. But that golden flakiness, it's already getting pricier. A pack that once ran you $5.99 quietly jumped to $6.99. And ingredient costs are still climbing. Global butter and flour prices continue to rise, driven by unpredictable weather and supply chain disruptions overseas. If croissants are part of your rotation, now's the time to stock up. The good news, they freeze beautifully. Just pop them in a resealable bag, and you've got bakery fresh taste ready anytime without paying more later. Want to stretch them even further? Slice before freezing so you can toast just what you need. Because when breakfast starts costing as much as dinner, you'll be glad you planned ahead. Number 9. Bulk nuts. Costco's nut aisle has always been a smart shopper's paradise. Giant bags of almonds, cashews, pistachios, all at unbeatable per-pound prices. But that deal is starting to crack. A large chunk of those nuts are imported from countries now facing rising tariffs and shipping delays. And while prices haven't fully jumped yet, the signs are there, and when it hits, it'll hit fast. What was once a $13.99 bag could jump a few bucks overnight. And when you're buying in bulk, that adds up quick. Especially if nuts are part of your daily snacks, smoothie bowls, or baking routine. Here's your move. Grab a bag or two now and freeze them. Nuts hold up perfectly for months when stored right. No spoilage, no flavor loss. Whether it's lunch boxes, meal prep, or just avoiding that $7 trail mix at the gas station, you'll thank yourself later. Because overpriced almonds? That's just nuts. Number 8. Canned tomatoes. Tomatoes don't get much glory, but they quietly hold your meal plan together. Sauces, soups, tacos, chili, you name it, they're in it. And that's what makes this next one so important. Most shoppers don't know that over half of America's tomato supply, and especially the canned kind, is imported. Right now, new shipping restrictions and trade pressures are making that supply line shaky. Even a small delay can spike costs across every tomato product on the shelf. Costco's multi-packs of diced, crushed, or whole tomatoes have been a pantry hero for years. But that could change fast. And when prices rise, they rise hard, especially for high-volume items like this. The solution? Stock up while you still can. Canned tomatoes last over a year, don't need refrigeration, and can stretch any meal in a pinch. Pasta night, burrito bowls, homemade soup, you'll use them. And when everyone else is staring at empty shelves, you'll be glad you grabbed an extra box. Number 7. Chocolate. Chocolate lovers, brace yourselves. This one's going to sting. The global cocoa market is under major stress. Most of the world's supply comes from West Africa, where drought and crop disease are slashing harvests. At the same time, new tariffs and shipping costs from Europe and Canada are piling on, making every bar more expensive to produce and import. The first products hit? Dark chocolate and high cocoa options. Why? Because they use more actual cocoa and fewer fillers, which means they're more sensitive to price spikes. If chocolate is your stress relief, your go-to baking ingredient, or just something you keep in the pantry just in case, this is your chance to act. Buy now, store cool and dry, and enjoy it long after prices spike. Because when comfort food starts climbing into luxury pricing, the sweetest move is shopping ahead. Number 6. Honey. Honey doesn't shout from the shelves. No flashy labels, no gimmicks, just natural sweetness that works in everything from tea to toast to cold remedies. And if you've ever picked up Costco's raw or organic honey, you know it's one of the best value buys in the whole store. But that quiet staple, it's on thin ice. A large portion of Costco's honey comes from places like Brazil, and right now those supply chains are tightening. Bee populations are shrinking, weather patterns are throwing harvests off, and global tariffs already raising the cost of imports before the honey even hits the shelf. That means higher prices are coming, even at Costco, so here's the smart move. Grab an extra bottle or two now. Sealed honey lasts for years. It doesn't spoil and you'll absolutely use it. Drizzle it on oatmeal, bake with it, or use it to calm a cough. Because when you're staring at a price tag that's nearly doubled for the exact same product, you'll wish you had grabbed that extra jar when it was still a sweet deal. Number 5. Seafood. Frozen shrimp, salmon fillets, cod. Costco has long made seafood affordable and accessible. It's one of the best ways to eat healthy without torching your grocery budget. But that deal? It's starting to slip away. Most of Costco's seafood is imported from Chile, Vietnam, and parts of Southeast Asia. These suppliers are now facing rising fuel costs, labor shortages, shipping delays, and fresh tariffs. That perfect $9.99 shrimp bag you always buy, it could cost $5 to $10 more next month, if it's in stock at all. And it's not just a price issue. Some warehouses are already seeing smaller shipments. If you count on seafood for clean meals, weekly dinners, or freezer-friendly protein, now's the time to grab an extra pack or two. Freeze them flat for easy storage and portioning later. No need to panic buy, just shop a little ahead. It's a small move, but one that could save you real money when the price spike hits hard. Because nothing feels worse than going back for your healthy dinner staple and finding an empty freezer. Number 4. Olive oil. Olive oil isn't just for salad dressing anymore, it's a kitchen essential, whether you're roasting veggies, marinating chicken, or meal prepping for the week. And Costco's Kirkland olive oil, consistently one of the best values anywhere. But that bargain is slipping fast. Southern Europe, Spain, and Italy is dealing with one of the worst olive harvests in decades, thanks to back-to-back droughts. At the same time, tariffs and import taxes are squeezing prices before the product even hits the US. And here's what most people don't realize. Even with olive oil's long shelf life, Costco can only hold down the cost for so long. Once the next shipments roll in, expect a noticeable price jump, or smaller bottles for the same price. So stock up now and store it smart. Choose bottles in dark glass or tins and keep them in a cool, dark cabinet to extend shelf life. Properly stored, olive oil stays fresh for well over a year. Think of it this way. It's a pantry upgrade that pays for itself before the next dinner rush even starts. Number 3. Avocados. Avocados are unpredictable even on a good day. One minute they're rock hard, the next they're brown mush. But lately, it's not just the ripeness that's a problem, it's availability. Over 90% of the avocados sold in the US come from Mexico, and that supply chain is starting to buckle. Between stricter inspections, export delays, and political instability in key regions, we're looking at longer wait times, reduced freshness, and, you guessed it, higher prices. And when that pipeline slows down, it doesn't trickle. It slams shut. That 3 or 4 pack you used to snag for guac or toast, it could double in price or disappear from the cooler entirely. Here's how to get ahead. Buy ripe avocados now, dice and portion them, and freeze in small bags. They're great for smoothies, meal prep, and even homemade dips. You won't even notice the difference once blended or mashed, because when prices spike or bins go bare, having your own avocado stash feels like hitting the jackpot. Number 2. Coffee. For most people, coffee isn't optional. It's survival. It powers mornings, meetings, workouts, and sanity. So when coffee prices start creeping up, it's not just frustrating, it's a full-blown crisis. And unfortunately, that crisis is already brewing. Brazil and Vietnam, 2 of the world's top coffee producers, are facing massive setbacks from extreme heat, drought, and rising fertilizer costs. Add in a fresh round of tariffs, and even bulk buyers like Costco are starting to feel the pressure. You may have noticed your favorite roast has gone up $1 or $2. That's just the beginning. If you rely on your morning cup, ground, whole bean, or pods, buy ahead now. Store coffee in an airtight container, in a cool, dark place, and it'll stay fresh for months. Some Kirkland roasts even come vacuum sealed, ideal for long-term storage. Because waking up and realizing your $13 coffee is now $19. That's not how anyone wants to start the day. Number 1. Eggs. Eggs have become the most unpredictable item in the grocery store. One week they're cheap and abundant, the next they're gone or up 30%. And lately that roller coaster's only getting bumpier. Here's why. Avian flu outbreaks have forced farmers to cull entire flocks. Fewer hens means fewer eggs. And when demand stays steady, prices jump fast. Organic and cage-free eggs hit even harder because they're slower to replenish. Costco has done a decent job holding the line, but they can't dodge biology. When supply tightens, they feel it too. That's why some stores have already started limiting how many cartons shoppers can buy. So here's your play. When you see your preferred eggs at a good price, grab an extra carton. They last weeks in the fridge, hard-boil well for meal prep, and can anchor everything from quick breakfast to baked dinners. Eggs used to be the reliable budget protein, but if this trend keeps up, even that comfort food might start feeling like a splurge. Buy smart now and you'll never second-guess cracking open another dozen. So there you have it. 10 everyday grocery items at Costco that are quietly getting more expensive, faster than most shoppers realize. This isn't about panic buying or hoarding. It's about staying one step ahead. When you shop with intention, just grabbing the things you already use a little earlier, you avoid the frustration of empty shelves, surprise price jumps, or walking away from your favorite staples because they suddenly feel out of reach. If this helped you feel more prepared, go ahead and tap that like button. It lets us know we're creating content that actually matters. And don't forget to subscribe, so you're never caught off guard when the next round of price hikes hits.